All right, now class.
Yes.
Thank you for all those people that showed up here on time. Congratulations. I would give you a cookie if I had one, but I have none. So sorry about that. No cookies here today. But other than that, we are taking derivative of the product and quotients of two functions, higher order derivatives. Now, I'm going to stop today's notes after we do the product rule, because product and quotient are two different things. So what does product mean? Multiply. What is quotient? Divide. Very good. But when we do these, there is a format, there is a order for things, and I'm going to have you stop after we do the first one. Okay. See all this formula right here? Now, this is commonly referred to as Leibniz notation, and this is referred to as the other guy's notation. So, if you really want to know, I think Gottfried Leibniz is the actual inventor of calculus. He did it first, and the other guy took credit for it. Even though that he did it on his own years later from a different perspective. But still. Anyway, so there is a format for this. And so we do this step by step using this. If there are two being multiplied together, we are going to have f prime g plus g prime f. And item by item, I'm going to show you guys how to do this. So this is actually going to be key. Write everything out. First, f, g. Label what it is we're talking about. So if this is f, what is f prime going to be? The derivative of f is going to give me, very good, 2x. The derivative of g is e to the x. So this is the way that we do this. So it's going to be f prime g plus g prime f. Now let's plug those in. F prime is going to give me 2x times g, which is e to the x, plus g prime, which is 2x. Oh, wait, what? No, e to the x, sorry. My fat head's in the way, and I'm trying to, so g prime was e to the x times f, which is x squared. There you go, okay.
Wait, but I thought that, wouldn't that be f prime and then prime? Isn't all of the f prime?
F prime, right? What's F prime? 2x?
Yeah, but then g, it doesn't say g prime, it says, oh, yeah.
Because the derivative of e to the x is e to the x.
Yeah, but then for this one, you do g prime, which is e to the x, but then for just the f, you put f.
X squared, it should be 1
Oh, wait, yeah,
plus
never mind.
x.
Oh, x squared plus 1. You're right. Thank you. Ugh, man.
I literally said that.
I know, I'm sorry. My fat head's in the way. I'm like trying to read what I'm doing while I'm writing it, but my head's in the way. So there you go. Okay. See? At least you guys are paying attention. Thank you. All right. So, let's multiply together. This is going to give me 2x e to the x plus, I'm going to distribute. So that's going to give me e to the x plus x squared e to the x. Do they all have something in common? They all have an e to the x. So I could, so AP question, leave your answer as this, if this is free response. But they don't actually, normally on free response, they don't actually stop there. They usually have it in a factored form. So I would actually take out an e to the x from everything. If I take out an e to the x, let's put it in descending order of degree. So that would be an x squared. Then I would have a plus 2x, and this one's going to be a plus 1. Does that make sense there? Okay, now can I factor that further? What would I get? Multiply to be 1, but it has to add together to be 2.
X plus X.
So it'd be x plus what? Yeah, x plus 1. Yeah. So this is actually one that's going to be like that. So it's e to the x and x plus 1 squared. Yeah. Now, the reason why I kept going with this, showing you different ways that, yes, this answer here, technically this answer here is correct. If this was a free response question on the AP Calc exam, I could leave my answer as this, and it would be correct. You don't have to distribute. But I'm showing you that your answer could be correct and still have multiple versions. You could see it in different ways. This answer is correct, so after I distribute it, I got all this. Okay, that's one way we could see the answer. I factor it out, and what happens when I factor it out? Then, hey, look, I actually have another thing, another way that I could read the same answer, and then I could factor it further down to this. You would see this most likely as one of your multiple choice answers. So in the multiple choice, yes, this would be correct, but your answer has to match what they have. So same format, you have to know how to factor, you have to know how to distribute, all those things to get the same answer that they have. Does that make sense there? Or was this like too many words and I, question everything in your existence? Okay, all right. Let's try this one here. Using what I taught you just now, I want you to try, but list everything before you even start it. Before you start it, list your F, list your G, list your F prime, list your G prime, and I want you to try and do the same thing that we just did last problem.
F prime times G plus G prime times F.
Mm-hmm.
Want us to like factor and everything?
Distribute it out, see what you get. If you can't, I don't think you're going to actually get any factors from that one. guys are working, I'm going to work here on the board too. Alright, is that the same thing you guys got? Hmm? Alright, another way of doing this would be distributing it first. You notice I got some work here. Once I got to this point here, technically this is the correct answer for that. I can also multiply those two factors, f and g, and distribute all those. So I'm going to show you that we could do this a longer way. Okay, it doesn't always have to use this with a product rule, but we can use just by distributing to see what I get. So this is going to be, what's it, 5v squared, was it minus 10v? No, minus v, sorry. Minus v plus 1, and v cubed minus 1. Alright, so I'm going to distribute. So I'm actually going to just distribute this all the way through. So like this, I'm going to get 5v5 minus v4 plus v cubed. And then distribute the other side. Let me change colors on that. Right there, so it's going to be minus 5v squared. That's going to be minus v, and that's going to be a minus 1. Now, we're going to take the derivative. This is all my capital F still. Take the derivative of each item. So it's going to give me 25v4 minus 4v3 plus 3v squared minus 10v minus 1. Is that the same thing I had last time?
Yeah.
Okay. Could I do it either way? Yeah. But quite often, the problem is going to be even more complicated than just distributing it out. So you guys actually had that problem the other day where you actually had something, it was like an x plus 2 to the third or something like that. People had trouble with that one. You guys are going to see something with higher orders, a lot more than just 2s and 3s. So expanding it out is going to take a whole lot more work. Anyway. And we're leaving off there. We will start quotient rule on Friday. You guys, I'm not going to be here tomorrow, but I'll give you guys time to work on stuff. Huh? Tomorrow I'm going to a Skills USA state competition.